As you should know from this channel, I love the Indicator box sets, particularly the Hammer ones as well. And luckily enough, we've got a new one just in time for Christmas. This is Hammer Volume 4, which is Faces of Fear. And this set includes The Revenge of Frankenstein, The Two Faces of Dr. Jekyll, Taste of Fear, and The Damned. Never heard of any of these at all. First up, I dove straight into The Revenge of Frankenstein, which is number 89 in the Indicator range. And I was really curious about this one because I know it's just had a recent 4K transfer, and I was kind of curious about this one. Now we get Peter Cushing as Dr. Frankenstein. Now this is notable because it's a sequel. It's a sequel to The Curse of Frankenstein. And as that movie left us, we were just about to see Dr. Frankenstein hung at the gallows, and this one continues right from that kind of moment when we see him being a slippery fellow that he can be and escaping the clutches of the hangman thanks to his aid. And they kind of break away into a new land, and he sets up a doctor's practice, and he's very successful and doing very well and spending his spare time helping out people who can't afford good hospital care. And he's kind of revered by the public but really torn down by his peers. You see, they kind of look at this as a business, not really the place of helping people, and they want to bring him down because, well, he's kind of putting them all out of work. He's making them make less money because he's so proficient in what he does. But of course, Frankenstein isn't just a good person at heart. He loves his craft, he loves his job, and he loves the spare body parts that he can acquire from these poorer people that can't really afford the healthcare. He's gathering up pieces and going back to his old ways. But of course, he's infamous. People know who he is, and this young whippersnapper just happens to recognise him and blackmails him into being his protege, helping him out so he can learn a lot. And he finds the work fascinating, and together they begin to create a new creature. That's the basic plot of The Revenge of Frankenstein, and it is marvellous looking. This transfer is pristine and it is exemplary work indeed. Peter Cushing, as always, is a fascinating character actor, and just seeing him potter about the set, always picking up things and moving about and doing like unusual kind of stuff, because usually a lot of movies for this time period, it was kind of stilted performances, you know, hit their mark, say their lines. He kind of fiddles with the sets, which is really nice as well. And then we get the whole idea behind this Frankenstein itself, where he is transposing a brain from one body into another. And this one is his helper, who has a body that's kind of maimed. It doesn't work as well as he would like, and he wants to just get moved into another body, and that's going to be fine. That is until the protege happens to mention to him in recovery that he's going to be looked at from all kinds of scientists. He's going to be in the spotlight, which throughout his whole life people have looked at him, and that's not what he wants. It breaks away from the typical Frankenstein story, while still staying true to a lot of the core elements that are involved in that, which I really did like. It adds a new spin to it. It's very much these really intricate sets. You get the start-up point where he introduces his protege to all his machinations, all his machines that he's been creating. And it's really kind of funky and interesting special effects. He has, within a jar, he has eyes, and he has a brain and a hand, and they're all connected through this. And as he manipulates one, it affects the others, and it all looks pretty weird and basic and gnarly and completely and utterly fun, which is this movie. This movie is incredibly fun. I loved it. I wish I had went back and watched The Curse of Frankenstein before it, because it's been a while for me to see that one, but The Revenge of Frankenstein was incredibly fun. It was incredibly performed by Cushing. Who else could you expect? The other actors are great as well. The storyline went in places that I just wasn't expecting it to go, which is a great surprise in a movie at this kind of age. I loved the sets, I loved the dynamics between the characters, I understood why people were doing what they were doing, and the whole twisting and turning of the main Frankenstein creature was really unique, which I haven't touched on much because I think that's an interesting aspect of the movie that you really should go in and check out. It's got a real finality to the ending of it as well, which is wonderful, because you're expecting one thing and it kind of does a bait and switch with you a little bit, which in hindsight I should have seen coming, but well, Indicator have done it again. This thing is full of all kind of extras. I've looked through the booklet, which is really fun, but I've not even touched on any of the special features as yet, which will probably take a good couple of hours to go through. This is another winner. If you haven't picked up this set, or if you have, you should definitely pick this one out of the box first. I'd love to know your thoughts on The Revenge of Frankenstein. Let me know in the comment box below, and I'll see you next time on Man vs. Film.